Hello there and welcome to my channel. My name is Alexia and in this video I like to do a review of the Manduka Pro yoga mat. So if someone asks you what yoga mat should I buy that will last me a lifetime, then I would recommend the Manduka Pro yoga mat. Now this is a yoga mat which has exceptional quality. It is 6 millimeters thick, so it is the thickest or of the thickest yoga mats that you will find, and this means that it has very good cushioning, and this is great if you do more grounded practices like for example yin yoga or restorative, but it's also great if you do dynamic practices where you're doing a lot of jump backs and jump throughs. It's great for any type of yoga practice. Now another thing to consider is that this yoga mat has exceptional grip. Okay, it might take some time in the beginning when you buy your yoga mat to break it in. Like for example, I bought my yoga mat and I didn't do much research about what to do once I receive it. So I got my Manduka yoga mat. I took it to my yoga studio, my local yoga studio, and I remember practicing with it and I was sliding all over the place. And I remember the teacher, I think, felt sorry for me and she brought me another yoga mat and she put it on top because she saw I was sliding all over the place. And this is when she explained to me that with a Manduka Pro, you really have to break it in first. And so if you want some more information on that, check my video above, and this will be great. Once you get your Manduka yoga mat, then this is how you break it in and this is how it will last forever. Okay, so I mainly practice Ashtanga, sometimes a bit of Vinyasa, sometimes a bit of Yin Yoga. And so this yoga mat is perfect for all of those types of practices. Now, for example, in Ashtanga, we are coming to downward facing dog a lot. Now, when we're in downward facing dog, the last thing we want is our hands to be sliding anywhere. So with my Manduka now, I've had this for 10 years. My hands aren't going anywhere. So this mat offers exceptionally good grip. Now this yoga mat is made of closed cell technology, and what this means is that it won't absorb any moisture, any of your sweat. So if you practice something like Ashtanga or Vinyasa flow where you might sweat a lot, especially in the summer, then you don't have to worry about any of your mat absorbing any of this, because all you have to do is just wipe it down at the end of your practice. Okay, and so because the Manduka yoga mat offers closed cell technology, this means that any moisture that comes onto your yoga mat is not going to be absorbed. However, this also means that if you sweat a lot, then you will have, you'll have a lot of sweat on your yoga mat. So something that lots of Ashtanga yoga practitioners do is we use a cotton rug on top. So for example, I go to Mysore, India every year and I practice with my teacher there. And what you will see is that everyone there practices with their cotton rugs on top of their yoga mats. This means that your cotton rug will absorb any sweat, and that means that you won't be sliding all over the place once you've sweated a lot. And also it'll help your yoga mat last that much longer. Not that it's really an issue with the Manduka because it is so durable. However, if you sweat a lot, because it doesn't get absorbed, in order to make sure your mat is nice and dry, then you might need to use a yoga towel or a cotton yoga rug. So I've had my Manduka yoga mat for around 10 years, and normally every year I try to travel to one of my teachers. However, here's one thing. I never take my Manduka Pro mat with me, and the main reason for that is that it's so heavy. Now this is a really heavy yoga mat and it comes in at 3.4 kilos. Of course, if you want, you can travel with it. If you consider the fact that it'll be hard to bring it on the plane with you because it's too heavy, you could always put it in your luggage. However, once you get to wherever it is you go, whether it's to practice with a teacher on a yoga retreat or anywhere, you will have to carry this mat around with you to your classes and then bring it back home again. So this yoga mat really isn't for that. So I don't think I've ever traveled with this yoga mat because it's so heavy. And so if you have this yoga mat, if you want to travel, you will have to invest also in a travel yoga mat, which will be that much lighter. So this yoga mat comes in different colors. And another thing is that Manduka offers different classifications of yoga mats. This one is the heaviest. This one is considered the Pro, which you will have for a lifetime. There are also more eco-friendly or more eco-friendly versions. However, this is, I think, the most commonly used yoga mat by teachers all around the world. If you're wondering about the price, and I know this is something that everyone considers when looking for a yoga mat, the Manduka Pro isn't your cheapest option. It's around $120. However, if you consider that this is a mat that you're most likely going to have for life, then it is a very good investment to make. And so the Manduka Yoga Pro mat is an excellent choice for any type of practice, for any type of practitioner, whether you're a beginner, more advanced, or whether you're a yoga teacher. So for example, this is the yoga mat that I have in my yoga studio. I practice on this and I teach on this. And I've had it for 10 years and there's like almost no wear and tear on it. So I think this goes to show how durable this yoga mat is. And so yeah, this my trusty Manduka mat that I've had for about 10 years. So I'm so used to practicing on this mat. And yes, just all around a really great mat to have to practice on. And yeah, if you've had it for several years, there's no sliding, no nothing, and very, very good yoga mat to have. But I don't know if this yoga mat is for you. So I compared this yoga mat to 3 others. So if you want to see an overall comparison, an overall review of the 4 top yoga mats on the market, then check my next video. And I think that'll help you decide what yoga mat you should buy. So if you like this review, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. It'll help me a lot, and it'll also mean that you'll get to see more types of videos like this.